Waldo Community Action Partners is celebrating 60 years.
At an event they held today, those from the organization took time to look back on how they got to where they are now, serving 6,500 people in Waldo County and beyond each year.
They say their mission remains largely the same in providing resources such as transportation and early childhood programs to those living in poverty.
They say one area they plan to focus more on going forward is housing.
We reset, we retool, and we revision based on the needs of our community and our partners, and in order to meet gaps and provide solid foundations for the future of programming that better meets the needs of our individuals and families.
One of the biggest areas is looking into housing and how we can be a part of bringing some much needed affordable housing to Waldo County and beyond at that.
They also announced a 60-mile walking challenge for other nonprofits in the area with a cash prize.
The organization plans to have more details on that soon.